of any personal interest that may conflict with the public interest. Number 3, ensures decisions made by the state officer are not influenced by nepotism, favorism, and improper motives. Demonstrates discipline towards discipline and commitment in service to the people. And 4, avoid demeaning the office that the state officer holds. And Article 73, 2D, E, and 232, 1E, the Constitution provides that for the accountability of the state officer to the public for all decisions made in exercise of the powers of the office they hold, and that accountability is a critical principle of leadership and integrity. Noting that Section 3 and 16 of the Leadership and Integrity Act 2012 and Section 9, 10, and 12 of the Public Officers Ethics Act 2003 establishes, among others, the rule of law, democracy, human dignity, courtesy, respect, social justice, inclusiveness, equity, equality, probity, non-discrimination, protection of the marginalized, good governance, transparency, and accountability as part of the national values and principles of governance. Section 4.1 of Leadership and Integrity Act 2012 provides that every person has the responsibility of implementing the provisions of the Act to the extent required by the Acts. B. Section 7.1 and 2 of the Leadership and Integrity Act of 2012 provides that the state officer shall respect and abide by the Constitution and the law, and the state officer shall carry out duties of the office in accordance with the law. C. Section 8 of Leadership and Integrity Act 2012 provides that the state officer is a position of public trust, and that the authority and responsibility vested in the state officer shall be exercised by the state officer in the best interest of the people of Kenya. D. Section 9 of the Leadership and Integrity Act 2012 provides that the state officer shall take the personal responsibility for the reasonably foreseeable consequences of any action or omission arising from the discharge of his duties of the office. E. Section 11 of the Leadership and Integrity Act 2012 obligates state officers to carry out the duties of the office in a manner that maintains public confidence in the integrity of the office. F. Section 12 of Leadership and Integrity Act 2012 provides that the state officer shall not use the office to unlawfully or wrongfully enrich himself or herself or any other person. G. Section 13 of Leadership and Integrity Act 2012 sets out the moral and ethical requirements that the person holds as state officer should observe and maintain, to include honesty in the conduct of the public affairs, subject to Public Officers and Ethics Act number 4 of 2003, not to engage in activities that amount to abuse of office, accurately and honestly represents information to the public, not to engage in wrongful conduct, not misuse public resources, not discriminate against any person except expressly provided for under the law, not falsify any records, not engage in actions which would lead to state officers' removal from the membership of a professional body in accordance with the law. H. Section 23 of Leadership and Integrity Act 2012 provides that the state officer shall not use their office or the information gained from their office to improperly enrich themselves or others. It prohibits the pursuit of personal wealth through the abuse of office, including insider information, favorism, or manipulation of the process for personal gain. I. Section 23 of Leadership and Integrity Act 2012 obligates the state officers to, at all times, carry out duties of the office with impartiality and objectivity in accordance with the Article 10, 23, 73, 2B, and 232 of the Constitution, and shall not practice favorism, nepotism, trapezoism, cronyism, leadership, religious biasness, or engage in corrupt and unethical practices. J. Section 25 of Leadership and Integrity Act 2012 provides that state officers who has a duty to give advice shall give honest, accurate, and impartial advice without fear or favor, while Section 29 prohibits the state officer from knowingly giving false or misleading information. K. Section 30 of Leadership Integrity Act 2012 provides that a state officer shall not falsify records. I. Section 41 of Leadership Integrity Act 2012 provides that the breach of the code amounts to the misconduct for which the state officer may be subjected to the disciplinary proceedings, where an allegation of breach of code has been made against state officer in respect to whom the Constitution or any other law provides the procedure for the removal or dismissal. The question of removal or dismissal shall be determined in accordance with the Constitution or any other law. Further noting that Section 40 of the County Government Act 2012, Standing Order number 72 of the Standing Orders of the County Assembly of Kericho, provides for the removal of the County Executive Committee member on the following grounds. 1. Gross violation of the Constitution or any other law. B. Incompetence. C. Abuse of office. D. Gross misconduct. Or E. If convicted of an offense punishable by imprisonment for at least 6 months. A. Section 40 of the County Government Act 2012 and the Standing Order number 72 of the Kericho County Government Standing Orders sets out the procedure to be followed in the removal of member of the County Executive Committee member from office. B. Section 12 of Public Officers and Ethics Act provides that the public officer shall carry out their duties in a way that maintains public confidence in the integrity of the office. They are required to be professional, efficient, impartial, and courteous when serving the public, and to always put public interest above personal gain. C. Section 16 of Public Officers and Ethics Act prohibits the public officers from allowing their decisions or actions to be influenced by nepotism, favorism, or any other improper motives. A public officer must act objectively and impartially, avoiding any conduct that could suggest corruption or personal bias in the performance of their duties. D. Section 22 of Public Officers and Ethics Act makes it an offense for a public officer to request, receive, or accept any property, benefit, or advantage in the course of their official duties, if such benefits is intended to influence them in carrying out their functions. It directly addresses bribery and corruption, requiring officers to reject any inducements and to perform their duties based solely on the merits of law and law. E. Section 26 Public Officers and Ethics Act provides the public officer shall not cause anything to be done through another person that would be contrary to the Public Officers Ethics Act if done by officers themselves. In other words, a public officer cannot escape liability by delegating or using proxies to commit act that amounts to unethical conduct. Concern that aforementioned member of the County Executive Committee member has on multiple occasions directly and indirectly engaged in an act and conduct which severally and collectively amounts to gross misconduct. In A, by his acts of conduct, the County Executive Committee member has exposed the office he holds in the County Executive Committee to embarrassment and extreme disrepute. B, the conduct of aforementioned County Executive Committee member has been scandalous and embarrassing to the office he holds and contrary to the constitutional values and principles spelled out by the Constitution, and which are binding on the County Executive Committee members. C, the aforementioned County Executive Committee member has variously committed constitutional wrongs that warrant his removal from office. And D, the continued stay in office of the aforementioned members of the County Executive Committee has and will continue to undermine effective service delivery of the detriment of the people of Kericho County. Now, thereof, the County Assembly resolves to remove from office under Section 40 of the County Government Act 2012 and Standing Order number 72 of the Kericho County Assembly Standing Orders on the following grounds. A. Abuse of office. On various occasions, the County Executive Committee member, while supervising the administration and delivery of services in the department, has repeatedly engaged in, number one, abuse of office by A. Authorizing the illegal withdrawals of funds from the county coffers. B. Cover-up and falsification of documents. C. Fictitious payments of works, goods and services not done or delivered. And D. Failing to ensure proper keeping of records, stock documents in his departments, and overseeing payments not supported by proper documentation from the county coffers. And E. Openly sabotaging the County Assembly's effort to discharge its oversight role under Article 185 of the Constitution of Kenya and Section 8 of the County Government Act of 2012. F. Consistently using his power and office to implement and further personal and clandestine interest at the expense of the trust bestowed in the office he holds. The totality of the foregoing acts of the County Executive Committee member is that he has brought dishonor and disrepute into the office he holds, amounts to the abuse of office, gross misconduct, incompetence, and violation of the law. Valid grounds for the removal from office of the member of County Executive Committee member to the extent that 1. He is in contravention of provisions of the Chapter 6 of the Constitution of Kenya. Number 2, his acts are incompatible with the high calling and dignified status of the state office. 3, he has significantly diminished public confidence in the office of the County Executive Committee member and his ability to effectively discharge his mandate. 4, by his acts of omission and commission, the County Executive Committee member has occasioned the county government of Kericho massive loss of public funds in the department he runs. Number 2, gross misconduct. 1, holding public office despite being a state officer in contravention of Article 73(2) of the Constitution 2010, Section 32, and the County Government Act 12, Section 12, 16, 22, 26 of the Public Officers Ethics Act, and Section 11, 20, 23, 26, 30 of Leadership and Integrity Act. A. County Executive Committee member was sworn into office on March 5th, 2025. He is still a board member of Kenya National Oil Corporation, where he draws allowances and other benefits. B. The said member became a board member via Gazette Notice number 16995, dated 13th December 2023, and still holds the said office to date as evidenced by the Kenya National Oil Corporation website attached. Board of Directors, National Oil Corporation of Kenya. Further, the member to date has not been gazetted by the respective cabinet secretary. C. The said member did not provide any documentation to show that he had resigned from the National Oil Corporation during the vetting at the Kericho County Assembly, a duty he ought to have done despite being approved by the County Assembly and being sworn into office. He ought to have officially resigned from any other state office he holds. D. The County Government Act expressly provides that a member of the County Executive Committee shall not hold any other state or public office. This is a direct bar on the CCM continuing to hold board position in a state corporation when serving as the CCM. E. In the case of Roger Mogosu versus George Onyango Law and two others, 2015, the High Court held the members of board of state corporations, even if appointed on a part-time basis, the public officers within the meaning of the Constitution and other therefore bound by the Chapter 6 of the Leadership Integrity, the court emphasized that such boards members exercise public power, draw benefits from the public resources, and make decisions that affect the public. Hence, they cannot escape the ethical and the constitutional standards imposed on the state officers. F, consistently failing to provide leadership and discharge its responsibility as a CCM in accordance with the Constitution and the law. G, failing to exhibit honesty, transparency, and impartiality in execution of its duties. H, refraining from taking responsibility, making diversionary and contradictory statements about the circumstances under which the public funds were lost in his department. I, appropriating or reprobating and feigning ignorance on the unfortunate loss of public funds. I, that the act of the County Executive Committee member enumerated above amounts to gross misconduct, a ground for removal from office of the member of County Executive Committee member pursuant to Section 40 of the County Government Act and the Standing Order 72 of Kericho County Assembly Standing Orders. Lastly, incompetence. Presiding over misappropriation of public funds in which the sum of Kenya shillings 14,980,640 could not be accounted for. In A, in financial year 2024-25, the Department of Agriculture, Livestock and Cooperative Management budgeted 14,980,640 for the purchase of soybeans, maize flour, maize jam, sunflower, seed cake, and cotton seed cake to support cooperative societies across the county. Anomalies in the procurement process, which were flagged by the committee, indicating that their next report of the other committee would allege fictitious payments. Yes, 2, goods not delivered, including soybeans, maize jam, sunflower seed cake, and cotton seed cake, are laid to have been supplied for Kenya shillings 14,980,640. 3, the committee noted that at the time when the payments were made, no supplies had been made to the various cooperative societies. However, after the Deputy Governor requested the County Assembly to investigate the issue, via a letter dated 10th July 2025 was raised. Partial deliveries of raw materials were delivered or to various farmers' cooperative societies. This is in violation of Regulation 83(2)(e) and Regulation 1898(2) of the Public Finance and Management Act, County Governments Act regulations. And number 4, the procurement was split into 5 in order to facilitate the use of request for quotation instead of using open tender, which are more transparent and competitive. Number 5, this was in breach of Section 54(1), the Public Procurement and Asset Disposal Act 2015, which stipulates that no procuring entity may structure procurement as 2 or more procurements for the purpose of avoiding the use of a given procurement procedure. Number 6, the county made a payment of 2,828,000 on 3rd July 2025 to Nesville Enterprise Limited for alleged supply and delivery of office furniture. The committee observed that the ETIMS invoice was not attached to the payment voucher and copies of the S11 provided, which indicated that goods were issued. 2 was not legible, hence the committee could not determine where the items were issued. 7, failing to ensure proper records and documentation for procurement processes in the NAF CDP projects, including delivery, documentation for assets goods distributed to most SACCOs and farmers producer organizations. 4. Violation of Constitution and other written laws. Number 1, providing the withdrawal of public funds contrary to the provision of Section 138 of the Public Procurement and Asset Disposal Act 2015. 2, breaching the trust bestowed on the state officer by Articles 73 and 75 of the Constitution of Kenya. Number 3, the aforementioned County Executive Committee member is in breach of Section 54(1) of the Public Procurement and Asset Disposal Act of 2015. 4, is in breach of Regulation 43 of the Public Procurement and Asset Disposal Regulation 2020. And 5, failing to provide specific details of the Joint Committee of Agriculture, Livestock and Fisheries and Cooperative Management, Tourism and Wildlife on the payments made to SACCOs and farmers producers, hence contravenes Articles 195, 2B and Section 27 of the County Assembly's Powers and Privileges Act 2017. The acts of the aforementioned County Executive Committee member enumerated are in violation of the Constitution and other written laws, are ground for the removal from office of the member of County Executive Committee. Evidence in support. Evidence of the engagement, connivance, and complicity in the preceding acts of gross misconduct is to be found in: number 1, report on the County Assembly's ad hoc committee on the late fictitious payments. That is in August 2025. Number 2, report on the implementation status of FLOCA programs, August 2025. And 3, National Oil Corporation website, Board of Directors. 4, reports on the implementation of NAPCD development projects by the Joint Committee on Agriculture and Fisheries and Cooperative Management, Tourism and Wildlife. Conclusion. In the preceding paragraphs of the motion and the evidence annexed to this motion, I have outlined the grounds of incompetence, gross misconduct, violation of the Constitution and the law, and abuse of office. I have laid out with precise specificity the particulars in support of the grounds for removal from office of Honorable Margaret Langat, the County Executive Committee member for Agriculture, Livestock and Cooperative Management. And 2, the motion herein contains sufficient particulars and evidence to prove the aforenamed member of County Executive Committee's acts of omission and commission, which in this totality constitutes the gross misconduct, abuse of office, violation of Constitution and other written laws, and warrants his removal from position of County Executive Committee member. And 3, lastly, the conduct of the aforementioned County Executive Committee member as depicted in this motion is extremely unethical, deplorable and reprehensible, is incompatible with the dignified status of the offices of the County Executive Committee member. Given the grounds outlined in the motion, whose particulars I have enumerated above, I humbly urge this Honorable House to uphold this motion and resolve pursuant to provisions of Section 40, County Government Act 2012, and Standing Order Number 72 of Kericho County Assembly Standing Orders, to remove from office Honorable Margaret Langat, the County Executive Committee member for Agriculture, Livestock, Cooperative Management in the County Government of Kericho. Mr. Speaker, before I call my seconder, Mr. Speaker, I want to state that it is evident that all these allegations, Mr. Speaker, are well captured, and it is good that it's well captured in all the reports that we've made before this Honorable House, and passed with immediate effect. And therefore, I think with those few remarks, Mr. Speaker, I want to request the Honorable Dora Kano to second my motion.
Thank you, Honorable Majority Whip. I want to give the opportunity to Honorable Dora Keino to second this motion.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I second the motion.
Thank you. The motion. I now rise to propose the question that this House approves the motion of removal of office by the Honorable Aaron Rotich of CECM, Honorable Margaret, let me go to his official names, Honorable Margaret Langat. So the floor is now open for debate, members. Honorable Kiprotich Ramon.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, I rise to support the motion by Honorable Aaron Rotich, that is on the proposed removal from office of the CEC in charge of agriculture. That is one Honorable Margaret Langat. Mr. Speaker, the grounds laid by the mover of the motion, that is the majority whip, are very solid. Mr. Speaker, remember, this is a docket where we had a lot of issues relating to fictitious payments. And Mr. Speaker, one of the wards, one of the societies is in my ward, that is Kosiach, where out of 27 tons of animal feed that was supposed to be supplied, hardly 10 tons was supplied. Mr. Speaker, this is a docket. You know, when we moved the impeachment motion of the governor, pegging on these fictitious payments, we proved beyond reasonable doubt that we lost public funds which were meant to benefit the people of Kericho. Secondly, Mr. Speaker, there is a project called the NAFCDP, and this is a world bank money, Mr. Speaker. To date, it is not clear how the county has been able to spend close to 350 million. Remember, Mr. Speaker, as of 10th of June, and remember we had a report from the Ministry of Agriculture led by the PS1, Dr. Paul Rono. We were able to be shown the figures. 281 million had already been used by the county government of Kericho. But if you go to the ground, what has been done by the county is not commensurate to the amount of money that have been used. Mr. Speaker, Honorable Margaret Langat is a friend of mine. Remember, during the impeachment process, this is the only CEC who came in public to attack the assembly. And remember, Mr. Speaker, we were doing our role. Remember also, Mr. Speaker, when he appeared before a radio station to address some of these issues, the honorable member was defending, you know, even the failure by the department to supply the quantities of the raw materials meant to prepare the animal feeds. Remember, Mr. Speaker, he was even quoted saying that most of these cooperative societies do not have stores. Mr. Speaker, what was the point of the county government, you know, requesting the quantity that a particular society can host, or even the stores in most of these societies could hold? Mr. Speaker, it is true that the role of this House is to do oversight. And we are exactly doing the same job that the people sent us here to do. And with this, Mr. Speaker, having this CEC in charge of agriculture being removed from office, and it is only appalling. I've just learned, Mr. Speaker, that is still a member of the board where he had been nominated. And remember, there was a circular by the former head of public service, Kenya, where if you are serving in a parastatal as a member of the board, and if you are picked, maybe, for example, when he was appointed by the governor to be the CEC, he should have tendered resignation because you cannot benefit twice from the public money. So, Mr. Speaker, I support the motion by the honorable member, and this will be a lesson to the other CECs who are given opportunity by the governor to take care of the respective dockets. This will also go a long way towards vindicating this House that what we raised in the previous impeachment is what the members of the public were able to see, that we substantiated our case. With this, Mr. Speaker, I support the motion.
Thank you, Honorable Philip Mutai. 1 minute.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker, sir, for giving me this opportunity, and by extension, the great people of Kitinje whom I represent. Mr. Speaker, sir, I rise to support on this motion by the Honorable Aaron Rotich on the impeachment of Honorable Margaret Langat, who is the CEC in charge of agriculture, livestock, and fisheries. Mr. Speaker, sir, this is a point. This is a matter that has been a thorn in our flesh, given that Honorable Margaret Langat is, I think, since the fictitious payment arose or came to the floor of this House, he has been going around the radio stations saying that money were never lost, and yet it is very clear. We don't even need to go further into this matter, given that we have enough evidence, and I think the matter was really deep into the deep part of it, that money was lost. In this matter, Mr. Speaker, sir, I think in the whole history of the world, there has never been a government who pays a supplier before supplying the good itself. So I think Margaret Langat has been abetting corruption in this department, and I think we will be on record or in the books of history trying to bring the lasting solution which has been ailing this county government. That is part of corruption. So, Mr. Speaker, sir, I rise to support this motion by the Honorable Aaron Rotich, and I think to me, on record, I'm undertaking my mandate seriously, that is of oversight, and I say Margaret Langat should even have been impeached some 2 weeks ago. So I support the motion.
Thank you, Honorable Philip Mutai. Honorable Matthew Korir.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, for giving me this opportunity so that I support the motion tabled by Honorable Aaron Rotich, MCA, representing great people of Chiptoro History, to toward Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, I think this motion even has just taken a long time to be here, but since it has been tabled today, Mr. Speaker, I support this motion. One of the grounds that I support the motion, Mr. Speaker, is one. On 20th February 2025, Mr. Speaker, my mind served me very well. We attended a big launch at Kiprugu Chuma Stadium, Mr. Speaker, where 210 agripreneurs, Mr. Speaker, were given the mandate to do some assignment in our wards, Mr. Speaker. It was 7 per ward, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, on the same day, there was a launch. Even the governor bringing a dummy check from national NCBA bank, Mr. Speaker, of 28 million that was meant to be given to each and every ward circle, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, up to date, if I'm not going even to defend my people of Chaik Ward, Mr. Speaker, on this, I think my role as the county member representing great people of Chaik, I should not be in this county assembly, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, they launched 28 million, Mr. Speaker, and each and every ward was to get 1 million, other 700, Mr. Speaker. But up to date, my ward has never benefited in this scam launch, Mr. Speaker. If the CEC in charge of this department is one Honorable Margaret Langat, Mr. Speaker, I have no option but to support the motion. Until that time, my people will get their rightful share on FLOCA funds, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, you remember I was part of the committee members under ad hoc, Mr. Speaker, and a number of issues were raised, Mr. Speaker. This is the only department where a whooping 14,900,000, Mr. Speaker, was mismanaged by the department's officers, Mr. Speaker. But since that the county assembly has only one power, Mr. Speaker, two of which we have tested one, when Honorable Rogoin tabled a motion to impeach Governor Dr. Mutai, Mr. Speaker, and we didn't manage in the Senate. Now, I'm here standing also to support this motion because this is the department where the mismanagement of 14 million was done, Mr. Speaker. In fact, sometimes I got shocked when the honorable members from different wards are not here today, Mr. Speaker. When we visited Troy Tang in Camps House, the only honorable member who could just rise up, standing, making a lot of noise in this county assembly, Mr. Speaker, telling us we cannot discuss his ward. Mr. Speaker, in this county government and this county assembly, Mr. Speaker, there is nothing by the name my ward, Mr. Speaker, because when we are debating and discussing resources belonging to the people of this county, Mr. Speaker, someone has no authority to take the responsibilities and to ensure that every resource that is going to his ward or her ward, that is money belongs to his people or belongs to him as the representative of the people, Mr. Speaker. So, Mr. Speaker, in this case, Honorable Margaret Langat is my great friend, a former MP from my origin, that is in Kikelian. But on this, Mr. Speaker, the moment my people are not benefiting from this department, even after bringing all of us to town to come and launch some drama in Green Stadium, since they have not been actualized, Mr. Speaker, I call it drama, Mr. Speaker. So, Mr. Speaker, I support this motion, and I wish that honorable members of this county assembly will stand and support the motion, Mr. Speaker.
Honorable Vincent.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker, for giving me this opportunity to support this motion for the impeachment of Honorable Margaret Langat. I know him as a friend and as a former MP of Kikelion, where I am a resident. He's also a friend, but Mr. Speaker, sir, cooperative movement is meant to help the farmers who are, I can say, who are struggling to meet ends meet. Also, cooperative movement creates a lot of jobs. But in my view, there are issues that maybe was done in this Department of Agriculture, which undermines the cooperative movement. Mr. Speaker, spending 14,980,640 is not little money. I've heard several people talking that the 85 million that was sum of all the fictitious payment was just a little money. Part of it is 14 million, but to me, if you can say even 14 million alone can do a lot of work. I believe even my bursary was half of it, and it was serving almost 3,000 students. Now, when you come to the farmer, a farmer is someone who I protect because they gave me the job to do the oversight, to represent them, and also to legislate on behalf of them. We do appropriation here, allocate resources. And what I've heard being spread by those people who are eating our resources is that us, we are fighting them. But you see, when you oversight, when you oversight and even tell the public that the department was supposed to supply 7,000 kilograms of soya to Ruskebe dairies, then they say that is a fight. You find that I had the current CEC even spreading and talking in the media, and even discrediting what the committees did, and trying to allude that we are trying to fight the county government. When in the real case, this tender was supposed to be an open tender where every Kenyan is supposed to apply and win fairly and supply as per the requirements. But here the tender was split so that they can be able to award to anybody, because it's RFQ is an easier way of awarding tenders. Mr. Speaker, sir, this one, I will never sit back and watch while the resources of this county government is being spent unfairly, especially our farmers who are supposed to earn income, whereby the cooperative also is supposed to create employment and even empower the people of Kericho County. It is funny because you see, this is supposed to have benefited the dairy farmers to get even more production. But in the real sense, if it was not for the whistle blowing, then it means these goods could not have been supplied. I want to hold responsible anybody who was in charge, including the CEC, because these are the facts at fingertips. And if you love farmers, you should be able even to see these weaknesses in your department. Mr. Speaker, sir, I visited Toroi Tanch myself. There was someone who said a lightning cannot strike twice in a household. But I believe Toroi Tanch Cooperative Society was hit twice by those people who are looting this county. One is through the Floka project. Number two is through the supply of raw materials, because the cooperatives suffered in both ways. Mr. Speaker, I would like to challenge the CEC, because he has been going around the media stations trying to actually defend what is clearly visible, what is verifiable, and what can be audited. How comes that a company is paid in advance before delivering the goods? I've never had that, where you pay someone first and then they deliver later. I remember, I know, even in my ward, some of the roads have been done, the contractors have done a very good job, and they have not been paid. Then how comes you pay someone and they have not delivered any service? This is a shame, because I have never heard about that. And in this case, I support this motion. We have so many competent people in Kericho County who can serve us, and we have to send home those people who are not able to perform. Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I support this motion.
Thank you very much. I want to call upon the mover of the motion to reply.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. And Mr. Speaker, I want to thank honorable members who have actually contributed on this motion, particular motion. Mr. Speaker, now that it is evident that the Department of Agriculture lost a whopping for over 14 million to the fictitious payment, alleged fictitious, the actual fictitious payment, Mr. Speaker. I therefore want to state very clear that we cannot be staring, Mr. Speaker, the losses of county funds, Mr. Speaker, to such dubious deals, or probably I can call it, Mr. Speaker. And now the person in charge of the department is actually seated defending, Mr. Speaker, the theft of great people of Kericho. And so, Mr. Speaker, with that, I'm also partly disappointed now that again, the other day I was told the cooperative society, that is the chapter of yet, Mr. Speaker, was supposed to be given 2.1 million for the supply of the soya and what have you, Mr. Speaker. But to date, I'm told they only delivered goods, I don't know, the feeds, Mr. Speaker, totaling to about 700,000. You see, Mr. Speaker, this is again another scandal that's coming up. So therefore, Mr. Speaker, I want to state clear that if this is the person seated watching the stealing of money that would have actually assisted our people, and then, Mr. Speaker, we need to wake up and rise to the occasion and defend the money that are meant for the people of Kericho County. So with that, Mr. Speaker, I want to end by thanking all the honorable members and beseech those who might have actually arrived now, Mr. Speaker, that they need to stand firm and stand with the Raya, Mr. Speaker, the normal Mwananchi that is actually seated or following us probably at their homes or various places, Mr. Speaker. And I thank you.
Thank you, Honorable Member. I now rise to put the question that this House approves the motion of removal of office of Honorable Margaret Langat, the County Executive Committee Member for Agriculture, Livestock and Cooperative Management in the County of Kericho. The way we are going to vote, I want to direct our Sergeant at Arms to draw the bar. No member should be allowed to move out. You ring the bell first, then you draw the bar. No member should be allowed to leave the precinct. So you ring the bell for 10 minutes. 5 minutes should be 5 minutes. Yes, so group the members for ring the bell for 5 minutes. We will be using roll call. The other time we used electronic. Today we are going for roll call. Tomorrow the speaker can decide. Yes. We will be using the roll call for voting. Honorable members, can you consult in low tones, members? Members, consult in low tones. We will now proceed. I want to request our sergeants to draw the bar. The 5 minutes is over. I want to also request our clerk. We will vote, as I said, members, we will vote by roll call. It is within the discretion of the speaker on the kind of voting that that we will use. So for today, we are using the roll call, and I would request our clerk, once your name is called, you only have 3 options of voting. You'll only have 3 options of voting. 1 is to vote yes of the question. Number 2, I'm giving guidelines. Number 2, you will vote either no. Number 3, you abstain. So there are only 3 methods, and you do not have to say that you didn't carry your gadget, because you just stand and say I abstain, or you say you are voting yes, or you are voting no. So those are the 3 available options, and it will be recorded here. Then I will now, once the voting is complete, the clerk will forward the results to me. Then I will pronounce the results, and I will now, of course, do the other bit. So clerk. Clerk, proceed.
Honorable Vincent Kipkuri Korir.
I think they'll be loud enough. Members, let's consult in low tones.
I vote yes.
Honorable Richard Cheruiyot Langat.
Mr. Speaker, sir, I vote yes.
Honorable David Kipkorir Maritim.
I vote yes.
Honorable Moses Cheruiyot Rotich.
Mr. Speaker, I vote yes.
Honorable Simon Koskei. Absent. Honorable Philip Rono.
Salt in low tones, please.
Honorable Speaker, I vote yes.
Honorable Anthony Ruto. Absent. Honorable Hezron Kipngeno. Absent. Honorable Paul Kibiegon Chirchir. Absent. Honorable Cheruiyot Bet.
Mr. Speaker, I vote yes. Clerk, I vote yes. You should record I have a right to vote as a chair. So.
Honorable Martin Kiplangat Cheruiyot. Absent. Honorable Eric Kipkirui Bet. Absent. Honorable Philip Kimngeno Mutai.
Mr. Speaker, sir, I vote yes.
Honorable Paul Kiptobi. Honorable Gilbert Kiprop Ngetich. Absent. Honorable Kipngeno Kirui. Honorable Kipngeno Kirui. Absent. Honorable Francis Kiplangat Terer. Honorable Anita Cherono Mibei. Honorable Anita Cherono Mibei. Absent. Honorable Vincent Kimngeno Kirui. Absent. Honorable Hilary Kibet Bosuben. Honorable Hilary Kibet Bosuben. Absent. Honorable Amos Kimutai Birir. Honorable Amos Kimutai Birir. Absent. Honorable Dominic Kipkirui Mutai. Absent. Honorable Julius Kipkorir Siele.
My vote is yes.
I think members should consult in low tones. What did the Honorable Siele say?
Mr. Speaker, my vote is yes.
Honorable Haron Kipkemoi Rotich.
Speaker, I vote yes. A big yes.
Honorable Matthew Kipkiri Korir.
For the benefit of people of Chai Ward, I vote big yes.
Honorable Peter Kibet Kemoy.
I vote yes.
Honorable Kiprotich Rogon.
I vote yes, Mr. Speaker.
Honorable Eric Kiprop B. Honorable Eric Kiprop B. Absent. Honorable Albert Kipkoech. Honorable Albert Kipkoech. Absent. Honorable Naman Kipsigei Rop. Honorable Naman Kipsigei Rop. Absent. Honorable Koskei Kipngetich Vincent.
I vote yes.
Let's consult the Norton's Chair for Education and Honorable Gabriela. And maybe to remind some of us, in the morning there are some members who are warned, and as by the direction, you've not recorded your apology, and I'm seeing they are talking a lot, so be warned.
Honorable Opile Noela Omolo. Honorable Isaac Matker. Absent. Honorable Marcin Jerry Gikonyo. Absent. Honorable Keino Chebngetich Dora.
Mr. Speaker, I vote yes.
Honorable Chepkirui Edina Tonui. Honorable Chepkirui Edna Tonui. Absent. Honorable Beatrice Chepkemoi.
I vote yes.
Honorable Korir Fancy Chepkorir. Absent. Honorable Langat Chepkoech Winnie.
Honorable Speaker, sir, I vote no.
Honorable Chelangat Monica.
I vote yes.
Honorable Chebogen Evelyn.
Mr. Speaker, sir, I vote yes.
Honorable Chepkurui Bavina.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. I vote no.
Honorable Beth Gladys Chesang.
I vote yes.
Honorable Chepngeno Jessica. Honorable Chepngeno Jessica. Absent. Honorable Langat Irene Chebet. Absent. Honorable Sirma Lily Chepkemoi.
Mr. Speaker, sir, I vote yes.
Honorable Chepngeno Gabriela.
Mr. Speaker, sir, due to lack of objectivity, I vote no.
Honorable Gabriela, I want to, you mean you are casting aspersion to what the honorable members are discussing in this house? You are saying due to lack of objectivity. Don't you think that the county assembly does not what is it, Honorable Weldon Dogoy?
Mr. Speaker, you know you gave a directive that you either vote yes, no, or abstain. Now, can the member then justify, pursuant to Standing Order number 98, if we lack objectivity in this house as we carry out our mandate? If the member doesn't substantiate, Mr. Speaker, it is under your directive, because already the member has already been cited even before.
Honorable Gabriela, I want to give you one last chance. You either vote yes, no, or abstain, or if you want to add any other thing, not to demean the County Assembly of Kericho. You may add some other things, but any word that is unparliamentary and to some extent you are demeaning the County Assembly, I will not get you scot-free. So for the last, and remember you have a warning in the morning, so for the last time, what are you voting, no, yes, or abstain?
I vote no.
You vote no. Thank you. Thank you very much, members. I think I want to, we now have the results here, and I want to clear something now that I am the speaker, basing on the Standing Order number 76, on whether the speaker shall have a right to cast the vote. Now that I am the speaker, I forfeit the right to cast my vote. So clerk, so you make sure that I am secluded because I am presiding over this session. So that should be captured. Honorable members, the members of the County Assembly, that voted for the highs, with the yes are 18. Members of the county assembly that voted no are 3. Those who are absent are 25, and therefore the highs have it. And our standing order, therefore, standing order number 72(7), that when a motion has been passed by at least 1/3 of all the members of the county assembly, the assembly shall within 7 days appoint a special committee comprising of 5 members to investigate the matter, and shall within 10 days report to the assembly whether it finds the allegation against the member of the county executive to be substantiated. So when the House Business Committee meets, will schedule when that motion of 5 members will be tabled here and approved. So honorable members, the county executive member, I can confirm that we have more than 1/3 of the members of the county assembly, and now the House Business will sit and schedule when they are going to table the 5-member committee member to look into the contact of that member and give us the report within 10 days. Honorable members, so we next order, clerk. Of course, the honorable member, the CEC in charge of agriculture, Honorable Margaret Langat, as I said earlier, stands impeached. The motion has been approved. So therefore, the next step is the formation of 5-member committee to look at this allegation, and then they will table the report within 10 days on whether these allegations should be substantiated or not. But as per today, the motion of the formation of the 5-member has been approved. So next, clerk.
Order number 9, motion by Honorable Matthew Korir, Member of County Assembly, Chait Ward.
Honorable Matthew Korir. Yes.
Sorry, Mr. Speaker. Maybe as I pick my standing orders, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, I'm rising on a point of order number 31, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, adjournment of the Assembly. Mr. Speaker, Section 31, standing order number 31 says, a member may at any time, for reasons stated, seek leave to move that this assembly now adjourn. Mr. Speaker, I know, Mr. Speaker, based on issues of time, Mr. Speaker, and looking into the activities that is before us, Mr. Speaker, now that I seek that this House approves the motion that we defer today's business, Mr. Speaker, to tomorrow, Mr. Speaker, then we proceed with the matters that is before us starting tomorrow in the morning, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, this is based on the activities that we had, Mr. Speaker, and the many activities that the honorable members asked, Mr. Speaker. You know, Mr. Speaker, we had so many issues that as majority of the honorable members, Mr. Speaker, taking a very good example, Mr. Speaker, the accident that occurred along Kipseated Road, Mr. Speaker, majority of the members, Mr. Speaker, are sick leave to attend into that fundraiser, Mr. Speaker, that is going on in Kipsitet, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, with those reasons, Mr. Speaker, allow me to beg this House that I move for the reasons stated above, Mr. Speaker, that we seek leave that this Assembly do now adjourn until tomorrow, Mr. Speaker, and will allow me, Mr. Speaker, to call the seconder, that is Honorable Matthew Korir, Mr. Speaker, to second my motion.
Matthew Korir.
Mr. Speaker, indeed, what the Honorable Majority Leader has just expressed here, Mr. Speaker, we have a number of programs outside this County Assembly, Mr. Speaker, and our people are waiting for us, whom we represent, Mr. Speaker, and I think it is wise that we adjourn so that tomorrow we'll start with the rest of the motion, Mr. Speaker, because we have a number of motions, Mr. Speaker, and realizing also honorable members from Sigaway sub-county and other sub-counties, Mr. Speaker, for that tragic accident, Mr. Speaker, I think it is wise that all of us attend and support the families in Kipsitet, Mr. Speaker. In this, I support. I second, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you, Honorable Matthew Korir. I now rise to propose the question that this House adjourn its business that was lined for today until tomorrow because of the reasons that has been enumerated by the leader of majority. I now rise to put the question that this House adjourns its business until tomorrow because of the reasons that has been enumerated by the mover of the motion, who is the leader of majority. As many as the right opinion say aye, as many as the contrary opinion say nay, the ayes have it. So, honorable members, we are within the provision of Standing Order number 72 4 because we are within the 3 days. Remember, we had lined up business. All this motion was supposed to be discussed today, but because of the reasons that the majority leader said, we are within our standing orders of the 3 days. So, honorable members, being no other business, this House stands adjourned until tomorrow, 9:30 a.m.